My name is Keira Flanagan, and I'm a criminal justice and political science major, and I did my topic on illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, or IUU fishing, is a broad term that captures a wide variety of fishing activity. Illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing activities violate both national and international fishing regulations. IUU fishing is a global problem that threatens ocean ecosystems and sustainable fisheries. It also threatens our economic security and the natural resources. Illegal fishing refers to fishing activities conducted in contravention of applicable laws and regulations, including those laws and rules adopted at the regional and international level. Fishing is illegal if there's no authorization of the fishing or it is against conservation and management measures. This photo illustrates half the world's fish caught by 7 major economies. As you can see, 18 million was caught by mainland China, and the United States is further down with 4 million, while other countries are closely behind. Unreported fishing refers to fishing activities that are not reported or misreported to relevant authorities in contravention of natural laws and regulations or reporting procedures of a relevant regional fishery management organization. This can be done on a smaller level or a larger level of producing fish. This is an older photo from 1980 to 2003, but it is a map of the global IUU fishing incidents. And as you can see, the United States does not have as many as over near Europe and China. Unregulated fishing occurs in areas or for fish stocks for which there are no applicable conservation or management measures, and where such fishing activities are conducted in a manner inconsistent with state responsibilities for the conservation of living marine resources under international law. Fishing activities are also unregulated when occurring in RFMO managed areas and conducted by vessels without nationality. This is a large global problem because IUU damages ecosystems and economies. It harms fish stocks and bycatch marine life, including all risk species. It compromises fishing management and conservation efforts, and it undermines responsible fishers and seafood companies, which increases the food insecurity. It spurs distrust of seafood sources and food safety. Obviously, the United States is both a major consumer and major producer of seafood. This is why the United States works with other countries to combat IUU fishing, which I will go over in the following slides. To end IUU fishing, working with other fishing nations through regional fishing bodies and international partnerships. Together, we are strengthening enforcement and collection programs aimed at detecting, deterring, and eliminating IUU fishing and implementing these measures. We are also ending IUU fishing by identifying countries that have fishing vessels engaged in IUU fishing activities under the Magson-Stevens Reauthorization Act, implementing reporting and record-keeping measures to prevent IUU caught seafood from entering the United States, supporting capacity building and technical system workshops that provide the tools, resources, and information and skills to solve IUU fishing and promote sustainable seafood practices. There are plenty of examples of IUU fishing activities: fishing without a license or quota for a certain species, failing to report catches or making false reports, keeping undersized fish or fish that are otherwise protected, fishing in closed areas during closed seasons and using prohibited fishing gear, and conducting unauthorized transshipments or transfers of fish to cargo vessels. Overfishing is obviously a problem. 93% of the world's commercial fish stocks are already fished at maximum levels or are overfished. Illegal fishing is more than a crime against fish. IUU fishing poses a direct threat to food security and socioeconomic stability in many parts of the world. Developing countries that depend on fisheries for food security and export income are at most risk. For example, total catches in West Africa are estimated to be 40% higher than the reported catches. Many crew members of vessels are from poor and underdeveloped parts of the world, and they often work in really unsafe conditions. There are economic losses caused by IUU fishing. The inherent nature of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing makes it difficult to accurately quantify the full global economic impacts, but there is little disagreement that there are billions or even tens of billions of dollars each year. Various studies over the years have assessed regional levels of IUU fishing and estimated global losses, but such estimates are based on data that is many years old. Global fishing subsidies total 27 billion. Of these, 20 billion are considered harmful, leaving 7 billion non-harmful subsidies. IUU fishing affects the seafood industry and U.S. consumers. Fishermen and companies that engage in IUU fishing circumvent the conservation and management measures, avoid the operational costs associated with sustainable fishing practices, and may derive economic benefit from exceeding harvesting limits. As a result, their illegally caught products can provide unfair competition in the marketplace for law-abiding fishermen and seafood industries. The United States imports most of its seafood and creates an imbalance of lower quality products. This is a diagram of tackling the illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing. Thanks to cooperation of more than 30 countries, they have improved their systems to fight IUU. Combating IUU fishing is a top priority for the United States, and communication, collaboration, strategic coordination will be key in bringing about tangible results. The U.S. Interagency Working Group on IUU fishing brings together 21 agencies for an integrated federal government-wide response to IUU fishing globally. The efforts of the U.S. Interagency Working Group on IUU fishing now sit at the heart of our government's coordination on tackling IUU fishing practices and settling the conditions where IUU fishing is neither accepted nor commonplace in the future.